Alan Wake 2 comes out tomorrow night at 11 p.m. I'm very hopeful. I like Remedy's games. Yes, kids. All right. Hello, Quill. You guys ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? Hacker made an attempt. No, I didn't. What's Nintendo up to?
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Keep a copy of Sex 2 in the library.
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
The Lil. The lithosphere.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Alan Wake flannel. Flannel Wake. All right, guys, let's see what all the hubbub is about when it comes to this game.
That again, huh?
Having a like semi-automatic.
In another life.
This is Alan Wake American Nightmare. Apparently, people. But I've only played the demo. So, we're about. I'm gonna be the judge. So, immediately noticing something very different about this game compared to the original is that
the man was a writer.
fast fire
He
rate
still practices
weapons
that art,
and
forging
mag-fed
war
weapons.
out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
There was a health bar in the last game.
Motel promised safety. The man's senses.
There was a health bar in the last
solution
game.
to his predicament begins there.
It's around the map in the last game. Sometimes in like a more traditional spot.
Somewhere within the Earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
The stream's gonna get copyrighted. when you destroy the tanker, there's a copyrighted as fuck song.
I can't stay here now.
There it is.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, bitch.
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
Pages.
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
You put that nail gun down, young man. Nah, I'm gonna go meet Jesus.
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good. Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. That's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet. I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life?
What'd they do to the
I love
lightning?
style. You got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, beat some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks. So quiet.
Mr. Scratch is up to no good.
Wait. Wait! Whoa! That's one thing down.
Nail gun. What's up, Mark? Wait. You seem to have questions. I have the answers.
That's 2. Just 1 more to go.
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
Commenting on Mr.
That was
Scratch.
just messed up.
Thank you, Alan.
That's everything.
The man has
tells me I'm
found the
really gonna
battery,
need the extra
but it is
firepower.
empty. It will need to be recharged.
I need this battery charged.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
Sun
I
is
don't
standing
even know
up.
what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
So you might have brain damage, you're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
Good job, Alan. Alan with
I
the
guess it's
Mac
about time I
10.
went full auto.
Alan with the Mac 10.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
Alan Wake is from New York. Mr. Scratch is from. No, this checks out.
Time to make some serious changes.
All right, guys, we're gonna get copyrighted. Are you ready? What's happening? We're making things happen.
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light?
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help.
Ooh.
Were those the Taken? What are they?
Taken.
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong. You're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here. Okay?
Oh, it combust. Bad Apple, like the song.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me into these bands all the time, you know. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, a couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor
Hippo Hop.
Anderson, two of the
Hippo
original
Hop.
Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys here.
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey. Hello. Now, boys, let me just come
This
right
is, in
out and say
fact,
this, all right?
American Night.
Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
Who you calling old? Now, your last album was 1978, In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary
think it's-
agent before this, right?
It's in a
Yeah, and you were very successful.
American
You
Nightmare.
represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old God single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
It's on the radios of My American.
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence
Not the
turns
inner.
ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Oh, shit!
You're officially in uncharted territory, though. I've only played the Xbox 360 demo to this game. And I played it a lot. So it ends right when you blow up the oil.
Traces of violence, a callous midnight snack, a room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious. Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
Damn it! Why didn't you listen?
Shotgun hits in this game. I will credit where credit is due. Shotgun fucking hits in this game. Just always appreciate.
Damn.
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured,
Boom.
dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
Hope if I collect all the pages, I get a rocket launcher.
The observatory, hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the champion of light forges on to see the stars. An observatory, a place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the champion of light is looking for. He has
The
come
Mega Man Buster from Dead
to
Rising.
find
That dude, I'll take the Mega Man Buster. The Mega Man Buster from Dead Rising, not hit game Mega Man. The other one, Dead Rising. Forgettable 360 DLC. I be gaming.
Welcome back.
Everybody said don't do it.
And
I was like, yeah, but it'd be funny if I did.
Who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you? Odin?
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I missed that.
And what about you, Tor?
It's okay, you know.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good.
Thank you.
And this may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound, well, old. I mean the difference between your speaking voice.
How's your program coming, Neo?
Pretty striking.
What the hell are you
Hold on, see.
talking about? You saying it's not us singing on that record? What? What's he talking about?
No, I'm not saying that, guys.
We're talking about the
Yeah,
tennis ball
you're-
buster. Okay.
Son, you're on.
I don't want it.
You calling me a liar?
Whoa, hey, let me just step
Bug
in
fixing.
for a moment, boys. Yeah, Eddie, they do sound different, but believe me,
Let's
we're
do
not
it.
talking
I'm the one to do
willy-nilly here. These guys are the real deal. Why don't you come to the gig tomorrow night and see for yourself? Once they get on that stage, boom, things get real.
Really?
Believe me, they play like they're possessed. It's almost like magic. Look, you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real. These guys project a lot of power. They're not lightweights, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Barry. I'll see if I can make it. Now let's take another quick break here, and after that we'll play the new Old Gods of Asgard.
I was never book smart, I'm money smart. Makes me more intelligent. Call me Mr. Rock Festival, I got hella bands. Ah! It was scary. That spookified me. You and the company's like, we gotta play that. This game, like, the gunplay feels solid in this game, but at the same time, it kind of completely shits on everything that was Alan Wake's gunplay at the same time. If that makes sense. Like almost instantaneously, by giving you your first weapon is a mag-fed pistol, and then your second weapon is a nail gun, and the third being an SMG. Like having full auto weapons in the Alan Wake game is interesting. Hey, the shotgun fucks in this game, so who am I to complain? Yeah, Lilith, we gotta get the boys together. Alan, he's a legend. He's a champion of the people. He will be throwing car batteries in the ocean later. But I hope Alan Wake 2 keeps the pressing reload gun faster mechanic. If they get rid of that in 2, I'm nine monsters so far. Trusty.
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and...
Eagle in the
Wait a
background.
moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
She summoned this darkness.
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice.
I haven't booted it up though.
Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
getting upset. He's got his murder gloves on.
Never mind.
Male 07 on the TV. Well, ain't that neat? Very Twin Peaks looking room. Alan Wake is pretty peak.
See anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at
Being
all.
like a Saints Row model,
He
yeah.
got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done. Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon. But I've never seen anything like it.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started
Give up
to
the
turn
heavy
into
attack on
him,
hammers?
and whatever the
Let's
signal was,
go.
He seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Out for something to hold. Zealots stay winning. Zealots stay winning.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement. Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Halo sniper rifle? You guys heard that? Spiders.
This must be her car.
Everybody get instant to play this game now. Get instant to play this game immediately. We need to get him on this game now. That's the Halo scope noise. That's the fucking Halo scope noise, and it makes me so happy.
Found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy. Hop on. Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies. We're overheating. I have to shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well,
I got it!
please come talk to me if you have questions.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
I love the Mac 10. I love a Mac 10.
Okay, that should do it.
Okay, thank you, Loth. I'll log in afterward. 40 main dog. I have like 10. Think I'm coming through here on subsequent playthroughs? A login bonus on COD.
I released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in. Hold on a little longer. I've almost got it isolated.
MW3 is out in, I want to say, 2 weeks. Campaign early access for pre-orders is on the 3rd, and game full launches
I still have no idea what I'm looking
November.
at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Excuse me. I'm doing good, Tim. How are you, man?
Are we receiving the signal now?
Fuck.
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow, like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that, or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
Isaac Clarke mentality, pretty much. Like they're practically the same.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete, and yet it provides a roadmap for the man to follow, A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy. The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an
Just
art
desserts.
exhibition.
Ham,
And
a
yet,
documentary.
It's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
All right. Gaming time. Gaming time.
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
What?
Lady, you got darkness on the brain.
Got darkness on the
I think
brain.
I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
Got darkness on the brain.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor. Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me?
I've
They
seen
were
this kind of
trying
thing
to fit.
before.
They were just itching to stretch
Lady,
the
you got
stage
darkness on the
muscle.
brain.
Now, it had been a while because, you know, they...
On this episode of The Writer's Barely Disguised Fetish.
We were tired.
We were?
Yeah.
No. We were at the lodge, and we escaped.
We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
yeah.
So, you know, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy...
I literally have it on the brain.
And it's an awesome song. It's called...
Do I have darkness on the brain? I can't say that I do.
And seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey, give it a little zing, you know? Let's take it to another level so it really rips. You know, let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, you know, just kicked it up a notch. But it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard, and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
Deep in the ocean of darkness, in the mirror of light, Balance becomes a stranger, and in your fantasies, he rides a storm on your peace.
How you doing, Octopus?
Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness.
Whoa! Anyway. Yeah, give the cat a nice solid pet.
Oh, look! Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
Fuck yeah. I felt pretty cool doing it. Felt like a cool guy. Having a great time. Track kind of banged. Where can I find it? There's the observatory. Pretty much. They're like, here's a script. But everything else, that's kind of like, do you? You're evil Alan. Go nuts. All right.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Shut up! Stop! I'm gonna tell Mom! Nigga Alan. Nigga Wick. This is American Nightmare, Morgan. How was your night going? I gotta go see what the fuck they're watching. I'll be right back. Oh, have I'm back. He was watching Man of Steel. I know.
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
Wanna get hit by those?
No, I did not. What happened at the FNAF movie? That's funny. That's funny. You can get out of the FNAF movie is wild.
Wait.
It's so nice in the dark. I can smell you. I can smell you out there. No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
Looked each other square in the
Watch
face
yourself.
before fighting. They really wanted Chica.
That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. She shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's, almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you're supposed to be dead. Or something.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, that was loud.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm.
I think that fit the tone pretty well. Everybody say thank you, Hell.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Death Rally. That's Remedy's first game. Tom.
Hell, this isn't going right. You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's a real ass guy. Remedy likes to combine real life, like real cutscenes and game cutscenes.
Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. A maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. They sent me back.
Alan Wake roguelike. Entirely again.
Oh, not birds again. What the hell?
Fuck.
Emma? You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first. But then it
Yeah,
was
Gen V
getting
in 2
dark,
days.
and those things
Sure.
started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before...
You're gonna be okay, if you just keep cool, okay? Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up
Just
at
the
the
battery.
oil field again?
That'll save time. I have to.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
He just shoots her in the back of the head.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy day.
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's improving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this. Well,
Neat. The murderer.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Oh, they're skittering. They're skittering.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Turn. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
go again. Better get ready to run.
Oh, hell yeah, it's going again.
Be in trouble. Better hurry. Emma! I'm coming! This is not the bad thing! Nothing! Keep your head down!
Yeah, we're looping.
It's okay. It's safe now.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
Yeah, I watched the event today.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
All right.
Stay away! No! This wasn't supposed to happen again! No!
Well, she's dead again.
foggy memory of her own fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her. It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
Back to the observatory.
Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether. As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
That's where the camera should be.
Alright, cool.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again, I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air.
You suck, Eddie!
Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact.
Okay. Tumbleweed. I don't care for the hunting rifle personally. I really like the shotgun though. Ugh. That works insanely well, okay.
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
Halo sniper scope.
I know what you're thinking.
My beloved.
Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
I think it's really interesting once you learn the fact that that's completely 80 yard. Fun fact for those who did not know. It's completely 80 yard.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed. I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Flamethrower might be good, yeah. I think a flamethrower would work pretty well.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I. But I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
More health. Time paradox. I love Max Payne 3 so much.
Am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
I guess they didn't like that. And Mountain's trying to kill me.
I gotta get up there.
It's working. Please, come up here.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
We're getting the complete signal now.
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself.
Hell
I'm
yeah, I
taking
want
out a
Spring
hard
Trap
copy
and
now.
MK.
I'd like to ask you a question.
That'd
or
be
two
so
before that,
stupid.
if you don't mind.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think.
Why is bro trying to be Negan?
I'm not.
Why is bro trying to
I'm
be
right. And under
Negan?
certain conditions, I can,
Trying to
for
be
lack of a better
Negan.
word, rewrite reality, change things,
That's absurd.
but it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism.
Done here.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman, or the neighbor.
Trying to be Negan.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Bro is not having it.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. It
talked about fate before. You think about that a lot? Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky? Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything. Yeah, right, sure. So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff. Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
And that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what? Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Back. Dude. If Guts got in, that'd be fucking baller. That'd be so cool. I think other guys, like, we already know about Ghostface. Anybody who knows me knows how much I have been wanting that. How excited I am for it. We were supposed to get Ash at 11. That didn't happen. Those aren't anywhere near me. Alucard could be neat.
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know. I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then I'll do it.
Shoots Liu Kang in the head.
Sweet.
God, I'm trying to. I'm trying to think again. Can we get Alan Wake in Mortal Kombat? Mario and MK, hell yeah. Ahoo. You cannot stop my build. Just looking at it like, you're a terrible vampire. You're dog shit. Fucking stink, nigga. Quote Alucard.
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do ya.
The new Rayman lore goes crazy. Yeah. This is Alan Wake, baby. Yeah, the girl just comes in, the cowgirl. Mean that in the most literal term, by the way. I need to finish it. We're in the last 2 episodes. Cool. Back to the shotgun. Listen, fuck Ubisoft. They made a like banger show with their IPs. Playing SCP Secret Lab, guys. Check it out. Yeah, 100%. Sam Fisher is a legless assassin still, like secret agent, man. Still doing his thing. He's got no legs, though.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
Dude, I've had 10 shots. Fuck it. The double shotgun build. Glad we're on agreement that that show bangs, because that show does bang. It's actually like surprisingly really fucking good. You know what? This show might be good. Lilith Furry confirmed? Yeah, but you're the one who said the show was great. My closing argument. Get fucked. Rayman's cool and you made him cool. You're a furry too.
It's you.
I guess you're back to normal again?
I don't know if I'm ever gonna be normal, but thanks. I know you didn't have to come back for me like this.
I couldn't just leave you like that. I'm sorry about the whole thing.
Not your fault. At least I'm not Little Miss Whore Slut anymore. Ugh, that's just... Hey, thanks for not, you know, taking advantage.
No problem. You don't seem too weirded out even though this is happening again.
Honestly, that pales in comparison with having that thing inside my head. I mean, it's crazy, but...
I understand. I can really mess you up.
Plus, this is weird. I think what he did left something. I can feel that things are different. I just know that time's acting wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I can sense it.
I'm not surprised. A close encounter with these forces, it stays with you. Changes the way you see things.
Little Miss Horse
Some
Slut.
people can't deal with that. They just lose it.
Well, it's early yet. I'm not ruling anything out.
I don't deny my past. Own it like a champ. Lilith is formulating an argument.
The champion of light knows that the time itself.
I'm kidding,
is
Lilith.
about
You're
to end.
fine. You're
At
fine.
least for him, he can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing, but maybe it's enough.
It's not enough. You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
Let's go. We're back at the start.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures. Each time he gets a little closer. Each time, another detail falls into place. Now, the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
You're cool and all, man.
Holy shit. What are you, the King Hillbilly?
I don't care.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Third time's a charm, baby.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Oh, you ever consider just taking her with? Excuse me.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be right around to save my ass?
Not as long as I show up, I guess. Clear now.
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected? You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rodman got love organ, which is why I actually hauled myself out of bed before noon, just so I could. Now, as I'm sure you all know, the annual Night Springs Visual Art Show is coming around again, and that's a big deal for all of us that are in the culture business. If you can call it a business, that's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay. Money makes the world go around, no doubt about it.
And that's one of my guests here at the studio, Serena Valdivia. She's a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's in charge of the NSVA Film Festival, held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
Hello, Eddie. It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And with her is one of the filmmakers, somebody who's actually primarily known as a renowned photographer, Alice Wake.
Hello.
Now, Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two are friends, I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was really good. I didn't really want to show it. It felt too personal.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's, well...
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
All right.
So I've been thinking about him yet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite. Your
You ain't
best
wrong.
friend. Really? That's the best you can do? I actually kind of like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown. That's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my business. Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town? They keep in touch. Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead. How about that? I might keep him alive for a while. Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is how you get your kicks, old man.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
It's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough. Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
Loops, unofficial loops.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, For a moment, the champion of light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this. Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
We're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
You should allow me to get the combat shotgun in this stage. Executed. Where is combat shotgun? The stage. Back here. But there is this. It will take. Give me that fucking thing.
Come on in.
Lilith.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down. I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this. That I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Hell yeah.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Doctor?
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words.
Knowing the last enemy synced up with the
and when
music?
time
I think it
comes,
was.
They will be enough, or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation. Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Fuck that guy. Handled. $100. Blah, 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 blah. Lucky guess.
never getting out of this wake, never! Don't worry, I'll take care of your wife and your life!
Currently on my floor because my side hurts like that. What?
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning. What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This will end
Yes.
up just like before!
I've been around for a while now, you know? Well, you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness. I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep, and the things that live in it are fast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Get a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Neato. I'm gonna see if I can go up and free her again. So are you not laying on the floor on your side though?
hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. Reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
Alan? Is it really you?
He shadows the.
It's really.
I don't know, man. It's just darkness.
I love you.
I love you.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel
Well, it's because it was 3 hours, Lilith.
he's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time, and another place, far,
2 hours, 55
far
minutes.
away from Night Springs.
All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, hooray! Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a time. Hope you guys have a great night. I'm gonna grind out some Control. I might be able to get a Control stream going tomorrow before Alan Wake 2 comes out. If not, we'll watch a video about the events that happen in AWE in Control. We'll be all caught up. I kind of yanked the shit down to the wire like a moron. It happens. Till then, you guys have a good night.